Hey, what's up? I can't put the words easy and classic panettone in the same box, but I can make a no knead, no mold, no mixer, easy panettone for those who don't have time for long process and they need something more affordable. Of course, it's not a traditional recipe, but still way better than some of those fake store-bought panettones. And this is going to be the last episode of Festive Bread series. Let's get into this, shall we?
This recipe inspired by how tasty. First thing first, I'm gonna soak 80-gram raisins and cranberry in water, or can be rum. Start mixing the dough by 140-gram sugar, I'm using mix, and 4 egg yolks. Mixy. To that, I'm gonna add 180 grams water, plus 5 gram instant yeast. If you're using fresh yeast, simply just double it. 18 grams honey, or about 1 tablespoon, 3 to 4 gram salt, and 110 gram melted butter. 1 teaspoon vanilla, zest of 1 orange or in this case lemon, and last but not least, they call it panettone flour. Simply just use a strong flour with high protein. I'm using bread flour. Bring everything with a spatula together, you don't need to use your hand. Before you continue mixing, bring a damp towel. We're gonna get rid of extra moisture and then add all of those beautiful cranberries and raisins into the dough. I have 100 gram candied orange peels, you can use any citrus you like, plus 50 gram crushed pistachio. Again, you can use any nuts you like, or you can skip it. Mix everything with spatula, you don't need to use your hand, and that's it. Put the lid on and let it rest for 30 minutes. Now let's make something like panettone mold with baking paper. We need 58 to 24 centimeter rectangle. I'm gonna long side fold it in two. I guarantee you will do it better than me. It's so easy. I'm terrible at these things. And then make a ring, overlapping rectangle sides of 4 centimeters. Secure it with stapler, and that's it. For the bottom also, cut 4 long 36 to 3 centimeter strip. Place them on baking sheet. Better to use another baking paper at the bottom. I forget about it in the video. And voila! Easy peasy, right? We have something like panettone mold. Back to the dough. After 30 minutes, I'm gonna give this bad boy 4 sets of stretch and fold. Of course, with 30 minutes rest between each set. I'm gonna also get little fancy and round it up inside the bowl, but you can skip it. This was the second set of stretch and fold, and we need 2 more to go. After like 2 hours or the last set of stretch and fold, I'm gonna bring this bad boy on the surface and time to gently round it up. You can use a little bit of flour. Scraper is your best buddy at this stage. We just want to create a little more tension for the last time before we let it proof. Transfer it on those strings and immediately fold them to the center. Make sure they hold the dough tightly. I end up cutting 30% of the dough because to me it was a bit bigger than I thought. Keep in your mind for any 12 centimeters mold you need 500 grams dough. Put the ring on top and try to lift the dough up with the help of strings. And that's how they're gonna help you. I have another small dough too, so I'm gonna use mold for this so you can see what is the difference. Into the fridge, let them proof overnight, and the next beautiful morning, remove them from the fridge and you can let them rest on the counter something between 1 to 3 hours. In 26 degrees Celsius after 2 hours, I lost my patience and it's time for egg brush. To get fancy, score them like this with razor. Put a knob of butter at the middle and close all 4 sides beautifully, not like me. For the topping, you can use pearl sugar, almonds, or anything you like. I don't know which one is better, Swedish or Belgian. If you do, please let me know in comment section. Bake them at 170 degrees Celsius for 45 to 50 minutes. Panettone needs to rest upside down up to 12 hours. But for the one with baking paper, this was a mistake, my friend. Don't do this at home. Wrap off this bad boy and let's see what we got inside. Not bad, but not the best. But who cares? It's a no knead, no mold, no mixer panettone. And I'm 100% sure you're gonna make it better than me. And this is the regular one. I'm gonna go with this.
I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bride was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lame, misfortune seemed his lot. He got into a drifted bank and then...
If you know, you know. Panettone always smell like heaven. And of course, my favorite part, tasting time. It's airy, fluffy, super soft. Oh my god, unforgettable. Make it and you will thank me later. And that was end of festive bread series. Hope you enjoyed the whole series. Let me know in comment section. Happy holiday!
Sleigh.